Good morning and a happy Monday. Welcome to today's episode of Morning Wealth. Hope you had a restful weekend and have a good week ahead. Three things that we will talk about: US jobs numbers, SoftBank's 4 billion trading gains, and the week ahead. Wall Street closed in the red on Friday in a wild session to extend Thursday's sharp declines as the tech rout continued on valuation concerns. On the macro side, US economy added 1.37 million new jobs in August, roughly in line with forecasts, but the jobless rate fell to 8.4% from 10.2%. The good thing is the average hourly earnings also rose to 0.4%. With the increase in participation rate, the jobs report was pretty good considering that economists were not looking for any improvement in the wage growth. Although part of the uptick was due to hiring for temporary census workers, numbers like these do allow investors to shrug off the standoff that's happening in Washington and the overall ongoing pandemic. Investors are still holding hope that a successful vaccine will help the economy recover even faster. On the pandemic front, a new forecast from the Institute of Health Metrics and Evaluation at the University of Washington now predicts that the US will top more than 410,000 deaths by the end of this year, while shares of vaccine developer Moderna fell after the announcement of slower clinical trial enrollment. So for the day, the Dow was down 0.6%, this is on Friday. The S&P was down 0.8%. Nasdaq was down 1.3%. For the week, Dow was down 1.8%. The S&P 500 shed about 2.3%, and Nasdaq declined about 3.3%, which is the most since March. Markets are closed today. Labor Day holiday today in the US, so it's going to be a pretty light day today. Treasury yields jumped after the US jobs data. It went up about 8 basis points to 0.72%. This is the US 10-year Treasury. Oil fell below $40 a barrel to reach the lowest since late June. SoftBank is looking at a 4 billion trading gain for its part in helping drive stock markets this summer. The bets on equity derivatives backed by the founder Masayoshi Son have been built up over the past few months, is a report that I read on FT. The trades which focused on options related to US tech stocks have been deeply controversial within the conglomerate, but nonetheless, a 4 billion gain is, will be gladly taken in. Alibaba, Xiaomi and Wuxi Biologics will be joining the Hang Seng Index today. In terms of earnings highlights for the week, we'll be looking at Lululemon, Slack, Peloton and Kroger. The week ahead, ECB will probably hold rates on Thursday, but indicate that downside risks have intensified, suggesting further easing is possible before year end. New GDP and inflation estimates are also due, and investors will be on alert for cues on how the central bank plans to tackle the euro strength. Elsewhere, we'll be looking forward to central bank announcements from Canada and Malaysia. Japan's second quarter GDP may be revised down from the negative 27.8 on Tuesday, mostly due to changes in the private capital spending, is what Bloomberg Economics is expecting. Chinese inflation data is due on Wednesday, which may show price pressures moderated, and industrial deflation has eased in August. South Korean unemployment is also out midweek. So that rounds up pretty much the data that we're looking out from Asia. In Europe, industrial output may have rebounded further in Germany, France, Italy and Spain. Norway publishes July GDP numbers. Euro area sovereign bond sales may total about 20 billion is what Citi is expecting. Sticking with Europe, UK GDP will be closely watched on Friday, as the pace of the rebound may influence BOA's policy debate next week. Industrial and manufacturing production will also offer a glimpse at the country's third quarter recovery. US economic data has passed this week. We'll be only looking out for the CPI data that will be coming out on Friday. Bloomberg Economics is expecting consumer prices will look sturdy, but in a disinflationary environment. We'll continue to monitor the job situation through the jobless claims on Thursday. Data won't be comparable beyond last week because of these seasonal adjustments that have happened, but something that we have to probably keep track of. That's the update. Stay safe and healthy. Anyway, it's a light day today, so take it easy and stay safe and healthy, and we'll speak tomorrow. Thank you.